Two sisters, two moods, two completely different personalities in the same family. This is Delicious Bouquet and Mystique Bouquet by Afnan. And at first glance, you might think they belong to the same world, and they do, but they don't behave the same way at all. Hi guys, hi friends, I'm Sandra, and welcome back to my channel where we look at the art, the notes, and the soul of a scent. Today, we are diving in two different worlds, two sisters, Delicious Bouquet and Mystique Bouquet by Afnan. When I first got them, I was convinced that I would fall in love with Delicious Bouquet more, no hesitation. And in a way, I was right, but let me tell you how. At first, all I could smell was orange blossom. Clean, bright, almost hiding everything else. It was so frustrating. I wanted to smell all the goodness. But then, something strange started happening over time. The fragrance started changing on my skin. One spray and suddenly I caught it. Honey, real honeyed warmth. What I was smelling was more like texture than a single note. And then it took me on this whole journey of deliciousness through its many layers. And today, it's completely different again. Deeper, richer, more golden, more shadowed, more textured, like a gourmand wearing heels. Elegant, but dangerous in its own quiet way. And what makes Delicious Bouquet so interesting is that it's not just sweet, it's structured sweetness. There's citrus at the opening, but it doesn't feel sharp. It feels like light breaking through something golden. Then comes the heart, orange blossom. Not the clean or soapy kind, this one feels warmer, creamier, more textured, like petals soaked in sunlight and sugar. And underneath that, everything starts to build. Rum, not woozy in a loud way, but dark and glowing. Honey, real honey, that gives it this sticky golden depth. Whipped cream and vanilla, smoothing everything out like soft focus in photography. And caramel. Not burnt, not heavy, just enough to add shadow to the sweetness. This is why I don't see it as just a gourmand. To me, Delicious Bouquet is more like a femme fatale gourmand. It's sweet, yes, but it knows exactly what it's doing. It doesn't sit quietly, it has presence. It has warmth. It has that golden, almost cinematic glow. Like a portrait taken during golden hour where everything looks softer but more intense at the same time. If I had to translate this fragrance into photography, it would be warm filmed tones, honey-colored highlights, deep shadows in the background, and the subject that looks soft from afar but powerful when you get closer. That's Delicious Bouquet for me. Not a dessert, not a sweet, simple scent, but a composition of light, sweetness, textured layers, and shadows. And then there is Mystique Bouquet, the quieter sister, the one that doesn't try to compete with Delicious Bouquet because honestly, she doesn't have to. Where Delicious Bouquet is golden and intense, Mystique Bouquet feels lighter, more ethereal, more transparent in character. It's fruity-floral, but not in a playful, sugary way. It feels cleaner, more structured, almost like fabric. Soft, smooth, slightly airy. It's not a fresh scent, that's important. Because even though it's airy and elegant, it has weight, presence, and honestly, performance. It projects more than you'd expect from something that smells that delicate. If Delicious Bouquet is golden hour photography, Mystique Bouquet is daylight through white curtains, soft shadows, clean lines, elegance without noise. The kind of beauty that doesn't ask for attention but still holds it. Mystique Bouquet opens in a very different way. There's this immediate fruity brightness, but it doesn't feel juicy or loud. It feels controlled, polished, like fruit that has been softened by air and light instead of sweetness. Then it moves into its floral heart, white florals, but not heavy or indolic, more like clean petals, airy flowers laying over something slightly creamy and smooth underneath it all. It gives that skin but elevated feeling, like a fragrance that stays close but still has structure. And what surprised me most is that even though it's ethereal and light, it's not weak. It has projection. It lasts. If I had to describe how it smells overall, I would say Mystique Bouquet is clean fruit wrapped in soft florals. Smooth, airy, elegant. Almost like a blurred photograph, where everything is soft but still intentional. What I find interesting is that these two don't feel like opposites. They feel like moods. Delicious Bouquet is what I wear when I want presence, when I want warmth, depth, and that golden, textured sweetness that feels almost cinematic. Mystique Bouquet is what I would wear when I want calm elegance, when I want to feel put together without saying anything. One enters the room, the other changes the atmosphere quietly. And that's why I keep calling them sisters, because they share a similar DNA of elegance, but they express it completely differently. Delicious Bouquet is gold, depth, and texture. Mystique Bouquet is light, air, and clarity. One is warm-toned film photography, and the other is soft daylight through sheer fabric. And depending on the day, you might need gold, or you might need air. So tell me, you guys, which one would you go for? The golden, seductive, delicious bouquet, or the airy, elegant, Mystique Bouquet? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and follow this scent journey. And as always, until next time, you guys, keep your focus sharp, stay curious, and let the notes linger. I'll see you in the next frame. Bye, guys!